Okay, I just wrote out the math. I just did it on the whiteboard here. These are just math exercises that your typical freshman would do, making sure that you understand the laws of these polynomials. So I'll just leave it out here so you can look at it. I boxed all the answers, and if I did make a mistake, of course, you could always correct me. Check your answers against my answers here. Again, the square minus the rectangle minus the squares, those are in your notes. I wrote everything out. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes here, but it's always possible. You can check me out top to bottom. Let's go to the bottom ones here, making sure that we got all the math set up here. There's the setup, and there's the math that was done here. I think it's a lot easier for you to look at it this way. I'm just going to leave it out here. If you made a mistake, you can detect it, or if I made one, you can detect it as well. Easy enough to make a mistake here, but you have to remember you need to understand the ideas behind how I came up with this. Again, the shaded area, and then practicing your perfect squares outright. You see I'm using the format I just showed you, a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, or a squared plus b squared minus 2ab. And I'm able to work quickly left to right and get these guys done. Not unusual, for example, in problem number 3. Here, let me just write these out. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And not unusual for terms to cancel out. So instead of a trinomial here, we end up with number 3 with a quadratic binomial. We'll be talking about that very shortly. And there you see the answer in front of you. Move it over a little bit here so everybody can see what's going on. All right. And just leaving it out there a little bit longer. And hopefully I didn't make any mistakes, but you know me. More than possible that I committed a mistake. You just send me an email. I'll check my notes and I'll see what I did wrong, if I did anything wrong. And besides, they're not going to grade you so much on this. This is just making sure you can apply the concepts and calculate quickly a perfect square trinomial and FOIL quickly just in case it's a rectangle. Okay? So there we go on that. Have it out there about 3 minutes now. And hopefully you'll be able to check your work. This is assignment number 35. I'll come up with an almost identical one. Assignment number 36. And I'll give you some numbers as well that I did the other day, that I just recently did with you. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. I'll post this up to you right away.